Now everybody say FriYAY. Everybody say FriYAY. Everybody say FriYAY. Friday. Amen. Everybody say FriYAY. Everybody say FriYAY. Everybody say FriYAY. Boba today. Now everybody say FriYAY. Everybody say FriYAY. Everybody say FriYAY. Friday. Amen. Hey, welcome to Chrissie in the Wild, currently reading and on the road. And lately, y'all, I've really been wanting to really get back into my science fiction fantasy bag. And by that, I mean my Christian fantasy. Like, since I started the channel in 2021, there have been so many amazing recommendations that I found out about, whether through most anticipated reads or whether through, you know, some of my bookish friends that have similar reading tastes to me. And I feel like the next half of this year is me really getting deep, like diving back into my bag. Like, I feel I need that. What's your favorite genre? Been here at any point in time, you know it's fantasy and science fiction, my big, followed by thriller, mystery, and some classics too. I think I'll be becoming a classic girly, classic princess. Is your girl reading? I'm up deck, never before done, highly recommended. I'm reading The Love Audit by Anna Conwell. Love Audit. Let me tell you, I'm about 60% of the way through it, and it's really sweet. It's really sweet. It is a clean rom-com. It's one of Lindsay's favorite authors to read. I mean, every time Anna Conwell drop a book, Lindsay, like, she eat all her books. Like, Miss Bourne, who that? You know, Les Mis, I ain't never seen it. She's in her romance bag. It's literally so infectious. And June is her birthday month, and so of course I had to read her favorite author, because listen, it's so much fun to read your friends' favorite books, right? Or their favorite author. It's like to see what gives them joy. And I absolutely see why Lindsay really loves Anna Conwell. It's really precious. It's an enemies to lovers. So out the gate, I already identify with that. Like, Mr. Librarian and I actually have an enemies to lovers. That's our love story. And tell you, they like each other. And I'm not saying that lightly. Like, there was a mutual respect. Chrissie just was not, bruh. It can't be him. Child, what I know. What I didn't know is what I needed, child. That's all I need to say. It's very reminiscent of that. This is my first rom-com. It's really cute, and the humor is hilarious. I love how that the audiobook has a male and female, and you get both of their points of view, and you can see their love blooming so beautifully. And it's a fun time. It's a fun time. And so yeah, I'm really enjoying that one. Ruth Ware. I know. When Ruth writes that 5-star book, y'all, because she will, don't know it's the 5-star book for real, because I'm gonna be out here reading all her books that I have on my shelf. But One Perfect Couple, it's like about this couple that enters in Survivor meets Bachelor type couple competition, and then all the shenanigans ensue and secrets come out, and who's going to win the cash payout at the end of this. Okay, I'm about like 30-40% of the way through. The library came and took my audiobook from me, so you know, but you know me, I stay ordering the audiobooks, but you know, it's for free, so everybody gotta share. So y'all pray for me, because I do not want to be sharing audiobooks. But let me move. Giving a little bit of a 2-star for me. I know, I don't know why, but I have faith, and I'm gonna go on and see what Ruth gonna say at the end of this one. Last but not least, Agnes Grey. Oh my goodness, reading Agnes Grey with Kelly and having a wonderful time. This is one of the books from my 2024 TBR, so I'm super excited to actually get started in it. Follows a young woman who really has fallen on, experiencing some financial hardship, and she decides to go work as a governess for another family. And child, let me tell you, these children that she gotta look after, girl, listen here, somebody need a rod and somebody don't need to spoil them children. Okay, that ride has been spared. You, them children is bad. They poor thing didn't even know what she was signing up for. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. Like, what lessons that she's going to learn. Immediately you see differences in family, right? You see that she came from, her parents are very much in love. She comes from a very loving, supportive family that she goes to work for. Terrible, like scoundrels, huh? And that little boy that she watching, he's given level 10 neurotic psychotic little boy. Like, let me move, because I'm curious to see what the ultimate theme is going to be from this book, how she's going to grow in her character, the method in which she's going to try to connect with these kids, even if she is going to connect with them or not. Will there be romance and love? I don't know, because right now she done met the mom and the daddy, all the little bad children, the nurse, the wet nurse. She done met her. Okay, the wet nurse said, look, they demoted me because I was out here giving them kids a whooping. I said, well, somebody got to do it, girl. Somebody. Parenting is different for every parent, but them little children's.
Other than that, so hopefully I could get into some fantasy books at some point, but kind of where I'm all at right now. Updates, I reckon I'll be back when I got something else to say, child.
And you thought we was gonna get all the way through this vlog and Auntie won't gonna show you no meat. Listen, I am making these things called the crack burgers. Nothing, ain't no crack in it, but my goodness, it's cheese and bacon and that sizzle. Yeah. Oh, Father God, we thank you for the meat. We thank you that you allowed the cow, the beef, and the piggy to be on that boat when you flooded the earth. Oh, Father God, we thank you. And look ahead. So there's that onion. Oh, zoom in on that. My God. Yes, Lord. I'm learning that each day the Lord gives to me is a blessing. There have been times when it's like, man, Lord, I don't know if I can actually bear anymore. But he says, my grace is sufficient, right? And it's in those moments, when you're just driving around town, running errands, adulting, drinking your boba here and there and everywhere, that, you have some time to reflect on the goodness of the Lord and realize you're actually in the blessings that you prayed for. Like little Chrissie would have never imagined the blessings, the strength, and not just, and I'm not talking about like material things. I'm talking about the internal heart healing, the miracle of a heart healed, of a soul saved, that part. And so I'm just out here sinning saved by grace, y'all. Running my race of faith, letting my little light shine and telling y'all all the books along the way.
Looky, there's a JCP and a Barnes & Noble.
Hey girl, what I get from JCPenney, I went Fortunately, JCPenney had that July 4th sale going on, so it was like 30, 40, even some things were like 50% off. But I hadn't perused the JCPenney in a while, and I love me some JCPenney, huh? Not sponsored, by the way. No, I ain't feel comfortable like modeling the outfits, and when I'm not, no trade clothes. So a little sweater, and it feels like it could be worn like for summer and fall. So this is like a little sweater. I'm gonna do some B-roll, so maybe it'll be better so you can see that. And it's crocheted. It's so beautiful. It's like the theme of crochet. It spoke to me like the crochet was just speaking to me. Got this cute top, which I will probably wear. It really reminds me of like those 90s tops, crochet tops we used to rock back in the day. If you were 90s baby, what's up? But you see this, you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, isn't it adorable? And so of course, I'll probably put like a tank or something underneath it, but it's so cute, so adorable. Look at the pattern on that. It's just, and I got kind of like a top dress outfit, skirt outfit. So this is the actual skirt, and I'll show some pictures or some B-roll of it in the store. I couldn't really get a good size, but this is it. And it's like crocheted, y'all. It's so beautiful, and it's so cool. It's breathable. And look at the bottom, girl. The bottom of this thing, girl. And then this is a cute top that I could wear with it as well, so it kind of goes together. So yes, it's adorable. Couple of like sweater vests that I haven't worn before, or they're bringing the 90s back. Okay, so this is a beautiful like sweater vest. Again, kind of like that knitted crochet, and I feel like it's giving late summer fall, and I'm here for it. And then I normally don't get like muted colors, but I just saw this brown one, and I feel like it would be really great with like a pop of color, like a big bright earrings or something, or like a bright necklace, or like a really pretty skirt or shorts or something. And so yeah, this is just perfect. It is a little heavier, so it's definitely more fall like, but that's okay. It was speaking to me, and they were on sale, so I couldn't help it. It wasn't on sale, okay? But I was in line, and she was like, psst, over here, you're looking the wrong way, over here. Honey, this dress, listen, look at this beauty, gorgeous. I saw it and I said, yes, God, I thank you, Lord God in heaven. I thank you, Lord. Okay? Yeah, so I did get some books too, so I'm gonna go into the other room and show y'all the books. After the birthday month is over, we're gonna have to shut this book buying ban down, like seriously, but therapy helps. Welcome to the insert clip for the book haul, because she forgot to put it in. And the JCP haul, I actually went to Barnes & Noble, but I was so happy to be there that I just didn't film any clips, which is why I stay in that Barnes & Noble all the time. So okay, we gotta rack up them points, because that hardback sale. But we're trying to do better, because we got shelves to read. First stop, I went to Paperback Ink, and y'all know that Paperback Ink is my local bookstore. I will link Paperback Ink in the description below, so you can check the website out, order some books. And if you're in Coastal Virginia, you gotta go check it out. It is Mercy River by, I can't really see the title on that, by Glenn Eric Hamilton. Helping a fellow veteran accused of murder, Van Shaw is drawn into a dangerous labyrinth involving smuggled opioids, ruthless mercenaries, and deadly family secrets that will challenge his notions of brotherhood and justice in this riveting thriller, giving like that political military thriller. And y'all know I like that. I tend to read more of like faith-based military thrillers, but I do like these as well. So Pulse, and
Looks like it has some cool horses on it, so this sounds interesting. Smartly dressed man has been found unconscious at the local race course and is rushed to the hospital where he subsequently dies. But who is he? Where does he come from? He had no form of identification on him, and no one claims the body. Dr. Chris Rankin, a specialist who treated the deceased and who struggles with mental health issues, is intrigued by the nameless dead man, obsessed even, and starts asking questions. Owen believes that someone tried to kill Chris. The doctor is left with no option but to discover who the nameless man was and why he died. That's all we need to know, okay? Listen, I'm trying to do a little better with these synopsis, but you know, we're gonna go on a Facebook. I'm excited to read these. These are different. And I have a few that I've picked up from Paperback Ink that I haven't really seen at other bookstores before. So I might do a little vlog with them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the mood goes, because the mood go where she go, child. The books I picked up from Barnes & Noble. Calling Coble, What We Hide. This is the latest Calling Coble, and I was super surprised to find it at Barnes & Noble because my Barnes & Noble, the Christian fiction section, be real light. This is my second one I own. I think I own Edge of Dusk as well, so I need to read some Calling Coble stat. We Were Villains. I really have heard interesting things about this book. When I read The Fury earlier this year, it had Shakespearean theater thriller. It had that kind of atmosphere, and I really liked that kind of setup and that kind of tone. And Julie told me that she's told me for a while that I would really enjoy this, being like a theater nerd. Forward to reading it at some point in the future. I've been on the fence about it, but I'm super excited to check it out. Calculating Stars. This is a sci-fi, like near future story about an alternate history with space flight. 52, a meteorite fell to the earth and obliterating much of the east coast of the United States. I'm on the east of the coast. If y'all provides, he takes care, so it's all right. This looming threat calls for a radically accelerated effort to colonize space and requires a much larger share of humanity to take part in the process. Women in space and computers and near future and some time travel aspect. I heard from Tori on Tori's channel. She reads a lot of science fiction. And so I really like her recommendations. So yeah, so I'm definitely gonna check this out at some point because everyone was talking about it. I need to know. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, and this cover is just calling my name. I need to know. I haven't read Riley Sager before, but I do have his latest thriller. What was it called, child? I don't know. It's back over there. Yeah, it'll be in the tour. Y'all probably already saw the book is read. Last but not least, oh my goodness, it's July 8th at the time of this filming, but the time you see it, though, you see this video, it'll be the end of July, and I was so graciously gifted with some beautiful birthday blessings, and I'm just super humbled by that, and thank these sisters for birthday sentiments for me. Bethany from Bethany's Bookshelf gifted me Daughter of the Pirate King, and oh my goodness, I was in the store and I was gonna pick this book up, and I had my eye on this book for so super long, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna add to my wish list and I'll get it another time. Like one of those other books I just talked about a little more, and so I was like, I'll just wait. I get home and I open the package, and Bethany left me literally the most beautiful note. Really encouraged my heart right in the moment that I needed it, because life has been lifing for your girl. Bethany, thank you so much for this beautiful sentiment. I appreciate you, and I'm just so glad we've connected in this community, and I'm super excited about our buddy read in the fall. Thank you for encouraging my heart and letting your light shine and just being instrumental in my life, and you had no idea that you would be. And so I thank the Lord for you, and thank you so much for this beautiful gift. I love you, girl. Thank you. My buddy reading sister for real. Buddy reading, and we don't even know we're buddy reading until we touch in and we're reading the same book. How we do that? Only me and Theresa. My sister Theresa sent me 2 amazing books, and these have been on the list. Like, she scrolled down because I had my eye on these books for so long. Premonition at Withers Farm by Jamie Jo Wright and Aggie Morton. Theresa, girl, thank you so much for the sentiment. You and I be out here in these streets reading, girl. And I love you so much, and I thank you for your sentiments. I thank you for your friendship and for your thoughtfulness, reading books with me, but also walking through life with me, and I appreciate you. This is giving fall. Here for it. I hear in faith, okay? And sometimes we don't know from day to day, moment to moment, what we're doing, but we're gonna trust the Lord anyway. I'm gonna tear it along because I feel the Lord. Listen. It changes everything, and when we focus our heart on prayer and we focus our heart on the needs of others, just as Theresa and Bethany did for me. They pointed their love towards me on a day and in a time when I needed it the most. And so the Lord really be knowing, y'all. And so when we move in faith and trust that the Lord has already done the work, he just needs somebody to actually be his hands and feet here on the earth. And when we do that, when we extend in obedience what he wants us to do, it changes lives. Bethany and Theresa literally made a mark on my life on the day these gifts came. And so that is the work of the Lord, and I thank him and I thank you guys. And so now back to Chrissie from the past, and all the books that she's read or what she ain't read, child, because I don't even know what she's gonna be talking about in that clip. Hey, so welcome to the end of the vlog. Before I tell you what I've read, Bookish Blessings, oh my goodness. Your friend T sent me A Passionate Hope, Hannah's story. Thank you so much, T, for thinking of me and for sending me this amazing book. I've been wanting to read this book for so long, and so she so graciously sent this to me. T girl, thank you so much for thinking of me. It was wonderful, like, to see our friendship bloom, so especially over the past few months, and we have just bonded over so many amazing things, and I thank the Lord for you, girl. I really do. Biblical retelling of Hannah's story. Hannah was the mother of Samuel, and I just am thoroughly encouraged by Hannah's story. Hope to really have. I'm holding on to that promise as well. To pay this being very impactful. This is one of T's favorite books as well, and so for her to gift it, I'm just super humbled by that, and so I'm looking forward to starting this one too. So yeah, A Passionate Hope. And Mr. Librarian, okay, he's been out here curating, okay, some books. Okay? And so he actually picked up this whole series for me, and it's called How to Begin the Christian Life by George Sweeting, to continue the Christian life, and then how to finish the Christian life. He saw these, it's really inspiring. He was like, babe, I think these will be absolutely fantastic, to talk about, and, for us to talk about, and for you to talk about with some of your book friends too. And so he's just incredibly sweet and thoughtful. So thank you, Mr. Librarian. This is going to be one of the books I'm going to be starting very, very soon. Finish some books. So up deck, The Love Audit. Okay, you guys, this is literally such a sweet, sweet, sweet story. It is a indie published rom-com. It's one of girl Lindsay's favorite author and one of her favorite rom-coms. And I am not a romance reader, albeit I can count on one hand how many romances I have read. It's funny, it's precious, it made me smile, it made me giggle. She gave this 4 stars, and why it was kind of sitting at a 3-star for me, but really what ticked it to the 4-star was the character work in this, and I'm very much a character-driven reader, and so reading this, seeing how our heroine, when Charlotte, is bubbly and sweet and a people pleaser, and our hero is very much grumpy. I don't want to let anybody in, and so they both learn from one another. They're both very complimentary to one another, and I think that shines through with them being better because of being in one another's lives. And so I just really enjoyed this. It's official. I have read my first rom-com, and I'm good. I'm good. I don't have to read no more, but I'm good. I'm so glad I was able to experience this though. So Lindsay, thank you, girl. This was just so much fun. Ruth Ware, y'all. It's a 3-star. I think this is something I haven't read from Ruth before. Now, I haven't read her more notable works, the ones that she's really famous for. I guess The Woman in Cabin 10. I did read The It Girl, and it was just... I haven't read Turn of the Key yet. I have read The Death of Miss Westaway, and I gave that 3 stars. I thought that was very interesting, very dark, grimy dark. really crazy family things going on. This one definitely gave me something different from Ruth. The ending was good. Not as many surprise hearings or anything like that. Like the murder was very obvious, but it definitely dealt with some deeper themes about how people actually come together in tragedy and in how to survive very tragic situations. Interesting how the connections came into play. I thought that was very interesting how she did that, albeit not like, oh my god, surprising, but very like, oh, okay, I can see the motivation for the characters and things like that. So it was really some content for physical assault, explicit language, but if you've read Ruth Ware, then it's pretty much on par with her content. There weren't any overly open room scenes or sexual content. Okay, Ruth, okay. And the Pied de Resistance, I finished Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. This is my first Bronte classic that I have read, and I'm super glad about it. I buddy read this with Kelly, and it was just a wonderful time sharing our thoughts. And let me just tell y'all, these children is bad, okay? I know in my other clip I was telling y'all these children is bad, and they got worse, okay? Especially that one girl, and then at the end, she was just, still, her character was just so flawed. Like, I mean, there's a difference between flaws, but then girl, there was something that your parents absolutely missed in raising you. Like, they just missed. You definitely need to be transformed by the Lord, child. I mean, that's what she needed, okay? Enjoyed the commentary that Anne discussed here about classism, about financial security, character development, and about how parents are incredibly crucial to their children's lives, and it is ultimately the parents' responsibility to shape them into, you know, those who can operate successfully in society, mitigate those character flaws that all of us have, you know, as well. And so I thought it was very interesting commentary. I loved the little bit of the slow burn romance here, although not as swoon worthy. It was definitely grounded, definitely very realistic, and I really like that. I love Agnes as a character. I love seeing her character growth and how she just really transformed to be even more of a resolute and integrated person. Side character other than Agnes would have to be her mother. Her mother was just such a strong person, and she had such great perspective, and her mother came from a very high society background, and she chose love, and you could see very much the differences between Agnes's life and the life of those that she was a governess over. Differences were so despairing. like it was huge gaps in character, ethics, moral perception. I mean, it was I was looking at them like, these people are absolutely horrible. Like, he delivered, you know. Great introduction to Anne Bronte, and I'm super excited to read Tenant of Wealth Hall. It with Kelly is just the best. So what am I currently reading? The book Eyes and Weddings, and this is quite a chunker, but it's a good time. It's a good time. I'm not going to go too much into this and my thoughts on it, but I'm having a good time with it. It's the drama, it's the tea. That's all we need to know. But I'm going to be talking about this in another vlog. On the next 3 months, I'm super excited because I'm going to go where the mood takes me. I'm going to doing the bookshelf tour has really helped me see what books I'm like, oh my gosh, I really need to check this book out. I really need to read it, and just go ahead and do that. So it's really kind of invigorated me to read the books that I really, really want to read, and also books that I've actually forgotten about. So I'm really glad I'm doing the bookshelf tour, because I'm like, oh, I want to read that and that and that. And I had some books I was supposed to read for my 2020. Stick to them too. But child, that's a dream. And as of right now, it ain't made it to a reality yet. So we're going to go on and fake. So I ain't not mention these books no more. But know they out here, and either I yeeted them, I didn't read them, or I had a good time with them. Starting How to Begin the Christian Life. So that's definitely on deck, starting at tonight actually. Royal Blood. Ooh, this is tea drama. The Happily Ever Afters. I mean, seriously. Audiobook came in. We're going to be escalating this to the top of the list. Yes, we are. This is a little sweet little YA page turner romance. Okay, maybe I am reading a little romance. I don't know. Is the love audit making more of an impression on me? Will she fall in love? I hope she does. You know what? And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm about to add another book because it's the summertime. Let me find that book, y'all. Summer, I Turn Pretty. Yep, we're doing it. I don't even know if I can get the audiobook. I don't even care. This is a sign. I need to read these together. Your Girl Unearthed by Angeline Booley. I actually read The Firekeeper's Daughter. It's actually one of my favorites. And yes, I'm looking forward to checking this out. Yeah, I think it kind of follows the same world as The Firekeeper's Daughter. So Harry Firekeeper Birch has always known who she is and the laid-back twin, the troublemaker. But then in order to get her inheritance, she has to take matters in her own hands. Old rivalries, sister secrets, botched heist, everything, mystery, girl, warrior on earth, warrior girl. On the sci-fi fantasy bag, we're starting Chuck Black again. Oh yeah, it's happening. It's happening. I'm reading Merchant. Let's go. Book 5. I had to start her legacy. Y'all already know. I'm here for it. Last but not least, Oathbound. Ooh, by Victoria McCombs. This is a Christian fantasy, or it's like Christian inspired clean fantasy. Giving pirates, beware the waters, the dangerous deep brings ruin to all. Emmy has spent her life avoiding anything to do with pirates, but the fates are cruel, and now a hidden sickness leads her to partner with pirates for the one thing that can save her, a cure on an island none are certain exists. I think I'm in my seafaring bag. And you know, Hob is around too. And you know, Hob ain't gone nowhere either. Hob ain't gone nowhere, but that's another vlog of another time. Ain't nobody got time down, because then I'm gonna start crying, and we're not gonna do that. We're gonna move on. You can call your sponsor after the video. Kind of sort of books on deck. We'll see where it goes. Anywho, unicorns, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you read any of these books or if any sound interesting to you. Hope you are having a wonderful kickoff to your summer. At the time of this filming, a few days away from Independence Day. Overall, I don't really know how many books I've read in June. I feel like these 3 will probably conclude maybe about 9 books. I don't have any wrap-up details for y'all. I'll vlog. I just kind of tell you where I'm at in my reading. Wrap-ups are just overwhelming when I film them at times. We just gonna talk about them as we go. Just going on in faith, okay? But from one unicorn to another, may the Lord bless and keep you. May his face shine upon you. May he give you hope and peace for the days and the times ahead. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful summer. The Lord is still good. His mercy endures forever. And his mercy is upon you too. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.